Hello and welcome. This is Cujo Sound and I'm Bjørn Jacobsen, and this is another episode of the Game Audio Talk that we're going to be doing once in a while. And this here is today is going to be one of my favorite audio games ever. This is PhonoPath. PhonoPath is a password guessing, cracking, hacking game by Kevin Regamey. He runs PowerUp Audio in Canada. Does a really good Thursday Twitch show called Real Talk, where say up and coming and aspiring people can have their reels checked, so that you can get good material out there, just for reviewing other people's reels. Now, he made this game called PhonoPath, and what you have to do is that you have to download audio files and then crack the audio file by using audio skills to figure out what is the password for the next level. So let's try and move on here and see what happens in this first one.
Why now? Fuck second. Men skulle bare have and jeg rusner for sin jeg just nu jeg synes an mig. Hello, det er fordi nok stand dem så du sagde perfect. Here when you're not frozen. Yeah.
Alright, so obviously this file is in reverse, and you can download it by clicking this button here. You will download all the files and then you can open them in whatever editor you have. So let's go over into Wavelab and see how this works here. Right, so here in Wavelab we have the file.
Hey, nice work finding your way here. Your first password is midnight. You're gonna need it for the door there. Yo, I'm not too sure you know what you're getting yourself into right now, but I hope you came prepared. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, so the password is midnight, as you found out. So let's go back into the game here and click on the door and type the password. And the password is correct.
Alright, cool. So before you get started, check it out. I can't give you no more answers from that one. I gotta leave that up to you. With that said, you ever need some help, come find me. Keep it on the down low, and I'm gonna try and point you in the right direction. Alright, go on inside. Good luck.
All right.
Achievement unlocked. Screening process.
Whenever you go here, you need to sign in. You need to type a username and an email. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure that, well, I know for a fact that Kevin isn't using your email for anything. It's just for storing so that you can get your PIN code back in case you forget your password or the PIN code for the website. So don't be afraid of signing in here. Let's go here. World number 1. And there are all these 4 levels here. Okay, so this is the first sound file that we're going to have.
Hello, player. Allow me to welcome you to this, the first stage of your journey in sound. A password lies hidden from view here and in each stage to follow. Listen closely, examine the clues, expand your mind, and only then may you discover it. Only then may you advance. Your first password is...
Alright, so the password is hidden here, and it's obviously really low. So let's download the file and go over into Wavelab and take a look at the file. So here we have the file.
Hello, player.
And we know that
your first password is...
the password is here at the end of this file. So let's copy this out here. So we have a new file here.
Your first password is...
So if we just normalize this, as you can see,
your first password is...
you can still hear nothing. So let's delete this, and we have this almost nothing file here. Let's normalize this. Oh, see? there is something here. It's really low in terms of bits, and there will be lots of artifacts.
Choke. Choke.
So the password is choke, as you can tell by this. And the reason why it's so noisy is simply because once in a digital file, the volume becomes this low when there is hardly any change between no bits and just one bit used, then it creates this sort of, it can't anti-alias between these. So, which is why it becomes so noisy, which is why you have such a thing as dither and other things when you create these, when you mix your music, simply because else you would get lots of noise, especially if you were fading out stuff. And it can not sound that good. So the password is choke. Let's go back here and say choke.
Correct.
So must go faster, the next one.
Come on, where is it?
Let's go, David. Speed it up.
I'm almost there. Got it. Shit.
Moving in. Time to go.
Yeah, I didn't get tagged. I'm fine.
Good. Head to the extraction point. We'll see you shortly. Nice work in there.
All right. So what's up with that file? It's probably hidden in the name, so must go faster. Let's download the file and move on into Wavelab and see what we can do over here. Here we are in Wavelab.
Where is it?
So here,
I'm almost there.
apparently there's nothing hidden in this file. But if you notice, just around here, also notice the lower frequencies over here in the spectrum, how it suddenly pumps up and bumps.
Yeah, I didn't get
Especially around this area when the low frequencies will be jumping without there being any sort of like really obvious lows going on.
Yeah, I didn't get tagged.
Anyway. So the password, what is the password? Well, it's hidden in the name of the file, so let's speed up this process here. Let's just do some pitch bending. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Let's pitch bend this to death. So you can already hear, once we've pitched this up really fast, that something is being said here in the background. So let's pitch it up some more here. Even more.
Landmark. Landmark. Landmark.
So the password is landmark, and it's hidden within the file by speeding up this sound. It's a really clever way of hiding the password already this early in the game. So let's go back here into PhonoPath. Say nice music, Kevin.
Correct.
Right, Doomcat. Let's listen to this one.
Your password is amnesia.
All right. So the password was hidden there. At the end of the file, there's a person saying something about what the password is. So let's go over to the Wavelab and see here.
Your password is amnesia.
All right.
Your password is amnesia.
If you listen closely to this, you will notice that it's mainly on the left speaker.
Your password is amnesia.
Also, if you look at the, I don't know how good it looks on the stream, but if you look at the spectrometer that we have, and also the phase meter that we have, you will notice that it's in -1.
Your password is
Quite a lot,
amnesia.
actually. So if we say, in here,
Your password.
just let's say we select the whole thing, copy this out, and up here we paste it.
Password is
Right?
Your password is amnesia.
That's phase cancellation. Just simply by making this into a mono file, just mixing the left channel with the right channel, it suddenly phases out everything else except for the password. So let's see here.
Your password is amnesia.
We can even normalize this here so you can hear it better.
Your password is amnesia.
All right. So the password is amnesia. Let's go back into PhonoPath.
No.
Oh, not PhonoPath.
Correct.
My brain is apparently just thinking of
Achievement unlocked.
PhonoPath all the time.
Silence the beast.
So let's listen to this one, the fourth one.
Oh, how cute! Thank you! A new dress! Yeah, great you! I can't wait to see how it fits! I can't wait here, okay? Sarah's going to wait it! I'll be right back.
So in Wavelab here, when we listen to this one, check this out.
Oh, how cute!
Already there is a forward speaking and a backward speaking voice, and the same thing with phase cancellation as before. So if we select the whole track down here, let's just cut it out and mix it in here.
Thank you!
So nothing seems to be phasing, but what if we take this track down here and process it and reverse it, and then copy this and put it into this one here. So suddenly just by reversing one channel and mixing it with the other, because of phase cancellation, suddenly this file is now like this. And it's a radically different file simply because all of the phase cancellation going on. If you don't know what phase cancellation is, you should really look it up. Phase cancellation is basically just whenever there's a bit saying that it should be +1 in phase, and there's one saying -1 in phase at the same time. Those two even out each other. So if you have a sound that goes this way and another one that goes the other way, then they cancel out each other. And that's important when you're recording drums and stuff, or other things, and for that matter. So using a phase meter is a good idea, just simply to see if there is anything going on. Let's try and play this file again here. So this file, I don't know if you noticed, but Q, U, I, C, and K. So the password is quick. Let's go back into PhonoPath here and say
Correct.
quick. So we're at phase 2. Really cool. This
much to experience. Phase 2, begin.
Again, really nice music, Kevin. Really love it.
Achievement unlocked. Due process.
This game, it's a game, and you need to use all your audio design skills to figure out how to progress in this game. So you really need to know your editor. The website itself suggests that you use Audacity. Audacity is fine. I use Wavelab because I've always used Wavelab. That's just the way it is. But let's move on over here in Introspect.
Master, what do you mean? Why have you brought me here?
The crickets are most excited this night.
Master, I don't understand. Why won't you just tell me?
My boy, you must not listen to me for your answer. You must see it for yourself.
All right, so over here in Wavelab, let's listen to the file again here.
Master, what do you mean? Why have you brought me here? Master, I don't...
So the key is probably hidden somewhere here.
Why won't...
You must not listen to me for your answer. You must see it for yourself.
Now, you may think there is a cricket here.
Answer. You must
But-
see it for yourself.
You must see it for yourself. There are other ways than waveforms to look at an audio file like this. So if we, let's say down here in Spectrum, look at the spectrum instead. So this is basically what it actually says in the actual spectrum of the file.
You must see it for yourself. You must see it.
So the password is effigy. Let's go back here into PhonoPath.
Correct.
And it's correct. Awesome. Awesome. Let's move on here. Now the next one, Soroban. Let's see how it goes. So that was a bit different from all the other ones. Let's see what we can do about it over here in Wavelab. Check this out. Now, as before, we just looked in the spectrum of this. And let's do that again. Your ambitions exist only to deceive you. Now, this here is a Soroban, hence the file name. So these are a Japanese abacus. And if I'm not mistaken, then this is 8,000. I need a calculator. Hang on. Yeah, 8,750. And the other one is 19,500. Okay, so what I like about this is that it took me quite a while to figure this out on my own. That this here is a notch filter, and if we just add those two to it, those two values to it, then we should be able to see something. So one of the problems here is that you can't see my plugin that I'm using. Anyway, I'm just creating two notch filters. One is, let's just blow it up completely at 8,750 hertz, and the other one goes at 19,500, like that. So let's try and render this file now. Here we go. Now there are these two lines here. It took me quite a while figure out how this would work, but if you read it from left to right, then it's Y, I, E, L, and D. So yield. The password is yield. Thanks for that, Kevin. Took me like ages to figure that out. Let's go back into PhonoPath and continue here.
Correct.
So, Jigsaw. That sounds like like a Saw movie, but it's not. Let's try this.
Attention, your password is...
Right, interesting. Now let's go over here in Wavelab and see this.
Attention, your password is...
So there's obviously some sort of code here. Now if we go into the spectrum, and it's a little messed up, but that's how the spectrum looks. So let's try and reverse this here. So what we can do is that we can zoom in here and then actually should do it here. Well, I'm just going to do it by eye, really. So from here to here, cut this out. And paste it here. And we're just gonna do it by eye. Yeah, it'll be fun. Copy all these and then mix them on top of each other. All right, so now we have a file. That's we can't really see what it says, but something with an R maybe. Okay, so let's try and figure this out here. It's an R-I-D-G. Yeah, Rich. All right. So Rich is the password for this one. Let's go over here and let's go over here in PhonoPath. Here we are.
Correct. Achievement unlocked. Beep mapper.
And that's it for PhonoPath. I won't be spoiling the rest of it for you, and there are actually walkthroughs out there if you care. But try this out. Go to phonopath.com. It's really cool. Yeah, sure, this is overdoing it, and these files are made for making the game and making it harder and whatever, but it clearly becomes a challenge for you to fix it if you don't know how audio design or audio editing works in general. So taking this, going into a game, into game mode, put this into your editor and try to figure out by reverse engineering all these files gives you a really great idea of what an editor can actually do and what you can do with your future sound design and what you can hide in there, but also how things work and why phasing is a bad idea is in a mix. Phonopath.com, go check it out. And thank you, Kevin, for making this awesome game. Hopefully we'll have a chat soon about it. Don't forget to subscribe on Patreon, subscribe here on YouTube, and follow us, and we'll talk about more awesome games and audio design. See you next time.